Hello, loves. Alright, so I'm trying yet again another angle. Unfortunately, it worked great for one or two cards before, but my guide decided that she wanted to give us 4 cards today. So I figured that it would be easier maybe from this angle. So you can see the cards better and you can follow along better, hopefully. Alright, so let's get started, loves. It's actually a really good message that we have tonight, or this morning, depending on when you're watching this and which hemisphere you are and time zone and all those fun things. But today we have the Four of Pentacles, and it's really interesting because we've been talking about kind of our world shrinking and kind of feeling stuck and everything else. And Four of Pentacles, this card actually talks about holding on too tight. So it does talk about financial stability, it talks about stability in life in general, but it also talks about being afraid of losing that stability, being afraid of losing, you know, the little amount or big amount, depending on who you are, of what, you know, you've been kind of hoarding, is what she's saying. It's not in a negative connotation, but she's just saying you kind of have been a little bit like a dragon with its gold hoard, and it is wise certainly to keep tabs on what you have and try to keep that stability, but also it can prevent you from moving forward. So she's saying you may want to loosen the reins a little bit. You may want to stop thinking so much as, oh, what if I lose it, all this, because when you start thinking in the negative terms, then you start limiting yourself, and she doesn't want that for you. Especially because we have now the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is telling us great things are coming. This is actually the realization of what you're working towards, of what your goals are. They are coming to be right here. This is what she's showing us, is that they are starting to bear fruit, and it is only going to get better. So, you know, when I told you the world is your oyster, this is reflecting this card, telling us that yes, indeed, it is happening. And as long as we are able to let go of that fear and let go of the self-limiting doubts, we will accomplish this. It is happening, it is coming, it is ours. We just need to claim it. So great card. And then we have the Six of Cups with it. So with the Six of Cups, she's saying, and that reminds me of my sister's the batshit side chick. She posted about childhood maybe a couple days ago, and this is what this card represents. The Six of Cups is going back to when life was easier, when things were simpler, and that's what she's wanting to pair this with, this card, right? With the Four of Pentacles. She's saying, you remember when things were a lot simpler, you didn't need that much, you didn't need that many possessions, you were happy with, you know, just taking a stroll in nature, or, you know, maybe playing with well, this was aimed at me, but she said playing with rocks is one of my passions. I'm a bit of a rock hound, but, you know, she's just basically pointing at things that are simpler, that don't take that much money, that, you know, think about what made your heart sore when you were little. And she says, I can guarantee it was not money. It didn't have anything to do with money. Maybe money helped a little bit, but certainly it was a much simpler way of life. And she's saying not to let go of, you know, all your possessions or anything else, but remember that the best things in life don't come from money. They never did. And she wants you to remember that, and to remember that feeling of freedom and of being carefree, and knowing that truly, like my mom used to say always, money doesn't bring happiness. It surely helps, but it does not bring happiness on it in and of itself. And you can see that, you know, with a lot of people that, you know, she just think of Scrooge. Ebenezer, you don't want to become that person. So kind of tap into your inner child, and remember what it's really all about. And with that, she said, and what it truly matters, what it's really all about is surrounding yourself with people that love you, that care about you, that will support you through your journey. And it says it takes a village, right? It always takes a village. And with the Three of Pentacles, the sisterhood in this case, but in general, your tribe, your village, they're going to help you see kind of what's beyond those trees that's preventing you to see the whole forest, right? So she's saying just lean into your group, your connections, the people that you love, the people that you care about, because they're not going to falter, they're not going to fail you right now, and they're going to be the ones to remind you that it's okay to let go, when it's okay to feel lighter, and to love yourself more, to accept yourself for who you are right now, not for who you think you should be, or she said you're kind of holding on to all these preconceived notions of beauty. She's pointing out at weight, at wealth, at what clothing you're wearing and everything else, and she said those don't matter. It just doesn't matter. Are you happy? Are you healthy? Are you doing things that you love? That's all that really matters. And surround yourself with people that will support that journey and that will remind you of what truly matters. So yeah, that's the message for today. I'm very, very positive, and she's just just a little nod reminding us, yeah, just let go a little bit. Let go a little bit. It's gonna be okay. You don't have to hold on so tight, because once you start letting go and you start letting the flow of things happen, great things are coming. And as long as you look at life through childlike wonder and remembering what is important in life and surrounding you with people that will support that journey, you are set. You are headed the right way, and really good things are coming your way. So again, I hope this helps. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Sunday, and I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, take care. Much love. Bye.